Hello everybody, it's terrific. How you doing today? It's Monday, September the 26th. And the reason I tell you that is because in just a couple short days, Hurricane Ian is supposed to be bearing down on where I am right now. So all this may be gone in just a couple days. But Centipede Press still delivered a package to my address. So let's open it up and take a look. Centipede Press, been doing quite a few of these videos from Centipede Press editions lately. They've been pumping them out. Pumping out these books at an alarming rate practically every week. It seems like one's ready for shipping. And this one is Maynard's House by Herman Raucher. And this is a book and an author that I'm not familiar with. But reading the synopsis on Centipede Press website, as well as a little bit of a Goodreads research on this, makes it sound terrific. A Vietnam veteran, a haunted house, PTSD, combinations of Maine, winter, snowed in, and there's a makings of a story that I really want to read. So I ordered the book. I think it was, this one I believe was $75 on Centipede Press. Correct me if I'm wrong. And as of right now, there's still signed copies available. So let's open this joker up, take a look and see what it looks like. The pictures on Centipede Press website look terrific. The dust jacket artwork, as usual, looked phenomenal. And is a big part of what made me want to buy this book, as well as reading this synopsis. I like the claustrophobic feel that I get from it, that trapped feeling. So many times in these horror movies and horror stories, you kind of say, why don't you just leave? GTFO. But this is one where the protagonist would like to leave, but is trapped, and we're going to read this story pretty soon. So Centipede Press, typical packaging. We got a book in an oversized box, wrapped up in some big fat bubble wrap. Simply put, usually works well. I got one that looked like it was ran over by a forklift and used for football practice on the punt team, and the book had a little bit of damage inside, but Centipede Press took care of me. And what seems to be common to this, wait a second here. Let's stop talking. I got a letter, said thank you for purchasing our books. All our books are carefully crafted from the finest materials, and if cared for, should last several lifetimes. I'm not going to read this entire thing, but this is the first edition I've gotten with a letter like this. You want to pause and read it? I was going to read it, but I don't want to sit here read through this whole thing. That would be boring, and I struggle with that enough as it is. But what seems to have become commonplace for Centipede Press books is dust jackets. And here I got a dust jacket for a book that I've recently done a book unboxing for, and it's a phenomenal edition. I recommend, if they still got some on their website, go get one. Their second printing of The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson is beautiful. It's an amazing book, and it's one that I felt like I had to have, and now I have it. It's still a must-have. And this one that I'm looking at right here, Maynard's House by Herman Raucher. And you can see the number 360. That's the size of the AMC engine in my dad's 1982 Jeep J10 pickup. When he passed, I ended up with that truck. It sits in my garage back here. Fire that Molo up and take it for a little drive every now and then. Reminds me of the old days with a good friend and a good father. Anyway, you know where we're going with this. I got a book that's wrapped in shrink wrap, and I got to get it out. And this part of this process is always tedious and nerve-wracking for so many folks. But take comfort, take care. I don't know if I can make it through a hurricane. This may be the last you see of me. No joke. I mean, I'm not joking around. I mean, bad stuff happens. But I do know something about opening books with that are wrapped in shrink wrap without destroying the book. Sometimes people really get worried about this process, and I've got a solution The key is you cut the plastic, not the book. That way you will always end up with a positive outcome, your book not cut and all that kind of stuff. Simply put, remember this, cut the plastic, that's right, not the book. Anyway, let's get this plastic off. It seems to be hanging on tight. It doesn't want to tear, but it's gone now. I beat it and tagged at the top, 360, and look here, top edge stain, and it looks beautifully done, built-in ribbon marker. You can probably see it better from this side. The beautiful sewn binding from Centipede Press looks so nice. And our dust jacket, the dust jacket artwork from Carl Fitzgerald. And this cover just looks so sweet. It looks nice, and that's gonna look great on my shelf. And there's the spine, what it'll look like sitting up there. It'll be up top, but that's what it'll look like sitting on my shelf. And we'll take this dust jacket off here and show you what it looks like all stretched out. Set the book to the side for just a moment. Uno momento, por favor. Something like that. There's that beautiful wraparound artwork. Just amazing. Beautiful. I love it, man. I love that dust jacket. Now, one of the other neat things from Centipede Press, you take off the dust jacket and wait, there's more. Look here, 2-color foil stamping on the cover and a cool white Maynard's house. And look closely at a little closely there. It looks so cool. And again, the spine, phenomenal work. Tremendous. Before I go any further, further or farther, either one works. I looked it up. They're both acceptable. Here is my limitation page, and it has a facsimile signature from Herman Raucher, as well as an actual signature from Carl Fitzgerald, the artist. Mine is number 360, and has an introduction by Jenny Raucher. The end papers. Looks black to me. Looks like black to me. Let me take a look. I know there is artwork on the front of this piece. That's what's mentioned on Centipede Press website. But I don't know what else there is. So let's take a look and see. Let's see here. Open that up all the way. Just phenomenal. Beautiful. And if that's all there is, then I'm okay with that. I can live with that. And there might be. Typically, when Centipede Press mentions, when Centipede Press has illustrations throughout the book, they'll mention it. And it wasn't mentioned in on their website. But anyway, that doesn't necessarily mean it. But I believe that would be it. There's some more book covers. Nice. Some book covers from past illustrations. Like I said, the introduction from Jenny Raucher. And for MK, still with me after 20 years. Thank you, my friend. I stepped on a bubble. Did you hear that? It popped and scared me. I couldn't hide that startle reflex. That startle reflex may save my life one day. So I'm not worried about it. I just hope I can act more than just saying, "Huh." If you're not familiar with Herman Raucher, look him up. I did. He was a well-known screenwriter, playwright, and author. I think he authored 7 books. And Maynard's House is probably, according to Goodreads, his second most reviewed of those novels. But flipping through here, let's take a look at the page color. It's a creamier white. It's not a bright white, not stark white. And our text size, I would say, average for a hardcover. Medium, very medium, not too small, but not too big either. So, hey, just in the middle, the most medium that I've ever seen. And flipping through, as expected, I don't see any further interior illustrations in the book, but I don't want to miss out. That's it. A beautiful addition to my collection. Another strong showing by Centipede Press. And I can't wait to read this one. The stack over there is tall. I'm working through it. Trust me, I'm doing my work. But the stack, keep adding books faster than I can read. And maybe one day I'll get caught up, maybe not. But anyway, that's all there is to it. And thank you for your time. If you take a notion, how about subscribing to the channel? The kids say it matters, and I'd appreciate it very much. But that's all I got to say, so say la vie, baby. Doo-doo.